10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 392. I am your host, Idiot Burns. And today we are featuring Evil Cathedral. This song is called Standing on the Edge. And today is a Metal Monday. This artist is not exclusively metal, but not everybody in metal really is, to be honest. For some reason, the tag did not get changed here. It says IdiOtBlog 391. My mistake. It should appear on YouTube and other places as IdiOtBlog 392. Drop a like on the track. I'm going to go ahead and double check that we are simulcasting on all platforms that we're supposed to be simulcasting on. We are on Mobcrush, Twitch, and YouTube at username Idiot Burns. And we are on BandLab, username IdiOtBlog, and Facebook.com/Christopher Burns. Looks like we're working on Facebook just fine. And we're working on YouTube just fine. Very well. Today has been kind of a sit around the house kind of day. Even though it was nice weather outside and I could have used it to go outside, I did not. I let my body corrode and implode. I woke up real late, heavy sleep, and I probably should have got my body more active. But I did play some drums, and I will play some more drums in a few minutes here when the blog finishes up. I'm going to be drinking a hot apple cider today while doing the blog. No crunching and munching. No burping and slurping. Here we go, a little bit more on the metal side of the creations from Evil Cathedral. This one's cool. This one has an almost like a sort of pop side to it. It's called My Curse. I wouldn't say pop, I'd say a commercial side to it. Yeah, we sat around the house today. We watched The Impossible, a movie about the 2004 India, Thailand, Sumatra earthquake that led to a tsunami. The most life-taking natural disaster of the last 100 years. And about the hope of a family that was lucky to not lose a member in their struggles with the ensuing tsunami while they were staying at a beach resort just feet from the coast. Pretty heavy movie. Followed it up with watching Wonder Woman 84. Oh, it was pretty good, actually. It was probably better than the first Wonder Woman, to be totally honest. Not just because the Mandalorian actor's in there, but it had a cool storyline to it. Some of the acting was a little bit, but it was still good. It was still a fun watch. We streamed it off of an internet streaming site, one of those 1-2-3 movies places, and then mirrored it onto the TV, and so we watched it on the TV. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is loud. There we go. Ooh. Need to crack my sternum. Oh, there it goes. This is Nobody. Already got a like on this one. Must have heard it somewhat recently. December 15th, probably did. I believe the last time Evil Cathedral was featured was IdiOtBlog 280, over a year ago. This is a good one. Vocals could come up a little bit. And there's something going on with the sound where it sounds sounds like it's like all going through a microphone or something. Hard to describe what I'm hearing here. Like the fidelity isn't quite 100%. Like input volumes aren't high enough, and we're losing it in the impedance or something. And the bass is like very sub-tonal. That could just be the recording, but definitely vocals could go up. Not saying the singer needs to sing them louder, just saying the fader needs to go up. The dynamics of the vocals in recording sound good. Like you're not getting hot and cold, anything like that. And definitely to hear that. This part here, it's not as loud as the guitars. The guitars are just like too scooped. I need more of that mid-range. It's just my random opinions. Doesn't mean I'm right. What would an idiot do? Definitely listening. Can't quite understand the vocals because they're just not quite loud enough. Something about reality. What's going on? How's it going, Terry Edwards? We are listening to username Evil Cathedral, all one word. Nope. This is Hope. Hope 2, Interlude. Got a composer feel going on here. And it's about, he says, the track by track 2020 project When All Hope Is Gone by Evil Cathedral is out now. How many tracks is that? Well, that's cool. Looks like we're listening to some of them right now. Nobody, My Curse. So, maybe we'll move in reverse through that. Looks like it's been out since 17th of September 2020. And some of these are more recent. So. This is When All Hope Is Gone, the song. Merry Christmas back at you, Evil Cathedral. Drop a like on My Curse. I see he does a promo before he puts them out. Trending in metal with All Hope Is Gone. That's cool. It's always good to get a spotlight on your tracks. Told you he was metal. Here he is holding up that Metal Monday flag. Where are you out of, Evil Cathedral? Wherever you are on this photo here looks somewhere between the imagery from A Boy and His Dog and somewhere out in Florida, I'm guessing. Who knows? Maybe it's South California or something like that. Palm trees, though. I'm seeing palm trees. Are palm trees natural in Florida or planted? That's what I'd like to know. I'm gonna look that up. Just wondering. Are palm trees native to Florida? Well, 12 species are, therefore the majority of the palm trees that people see each year are not from this area. Not 12 actual trees. Excuse me, 12 palm tree species are actually native to Florida. Let's see what this says. Get some length here so I can pull my phone up to my face and read this gray font. The Sunshine State, the Orange State, the Alligator State. There are many different things that Florida is known for. And I don't even know if this guy's in Florida, but we're talking about this. While there are many different ways to describe the amazing state, one of the most recognizable things is the abundance of palm trees. Despite the strong association of palm trees to Florida, there is one question that most people take for granted. Are palm trees native to Florida? And the answer to the question accurately, there is some information you'll need to know. Non-native palm trees, Florida is the perfect environment for a palm tree. Instead, according to Florida ecologists, only 12 palm trees, even though most of the ones you see in Florida are really not native, 12 palm trees are actually native to Florida. Therefore, the majorities, though, are not. In fact, most of Florida's palm trees have been imported from other places like South America and Asia. For instance, while most people may attribute the coconut palm tree to Florida, this is not part of its original ecology or history. Based on research that has been done over the years, this species comes from the coast of India, while other groups from Southeast Asia. Native palm trees. If you want to know more about the native palm trees in Florida, here are a few more noticeable things. The Buccaneer palm tree is native. Did we listen to a song or not? Oh, it did not browse down enough to keep playing because he's got so many ads on here. So let's browse down a bunch and hit play. Hit next. There we go. And you hit down. Let's browse a bunch because he's got tons of pictures and ads on here, so it makes it stall out when I have that. That's why I hate the pictures and ads on my page, because it just stalls out the listener. If you hit play on my page, you're gonna get like 3 songs if I just leave a bunch of pictures up. So that's another reason why I don't like to put the blogs on my personal page. I'm trying to get people to listen to my music, whatever it takes, guys. To be honest. Bad Memories, this track is called. Though the Buccaneer palm tree is common in the Caribbean and in Cuba, it is now endangered in Florida. It's the one with that thick base. Then you have Perotis palm tree, which is a very fluffy looking palm tree. The Everglades palm. It's equipped with its own unique features since individual trunks are covered with the brown, dark, matted fibers and old, light-colored leaf dents, and so it has a lot of the light-colored old leaves that stay on. Then you got the royal palm. Those are those really thick, really huge palm trees. Described as a tree that has feather-like leaves. That's just a few of the native ones. Alright, sounds good. My wife went to this little food bank thing where people put a bunch of food out, and the only thing that was left was onions, even though they had a bunch of other stuff advertised. People just wing it right on over there and grab that stuff right on up. We're not in the most affluent neighborhood, so that stuff goes pretty quick. That was the end of the pre-recorded blog. And since all the sounds in the blog are routed through that, you will hear a pop or break and then the sound for just a split second when it reaches that point. Please excuse that. This is Bad Memories, though, by Evil Cathedral. I'd like to know who does the music on some of these. Song you wrote about mental health, anxiety, and past bad habits. It's written as a conversation between you and yourself and moving forward. Who made the music? Did you make the music? You play the instruments on these? I'd like to know. If you were here, I would ask you. Go up to the top of the page and go, hey. So today my urine analysis test to get me back to work / get me laid off so I can officially start claiming unemployment was not done right. So they had sent it off and they'd only analyzed me for alcohol. What the fuck? I'm not here in this program for alcohol. I'm here for marijuana. So you need to also analyze the other drugs, including marijuana, so they can verify that it's out of my system so that I can get off of this damn leave of absence and start getting unemployment, which my family needs desperately. Not to mention so I can go back to work as soon as possible. Thanks a lot for delaying me another day. They said they would get the results later today, and I called them about it, and they never called me back, so that to me indicates they never got the results back, because what am I supposed to know when you get the results back? They should have taken the time to make sure they call me before their day ended. I just think that's poor workmanship. Really, that's what that is. I don't care how much a good memory you got. Take a note and make a note or whatever. And make sure you check your notes before you leave for the end of the day. I don't care if it's 5 o'clock. You might have to call me and stay till 5:05. Nobody even called me. So hopefully by tomorrow morning when I call at 8 in the morning, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're negative. And I can walk my ass in there and do a exit interview to get the hell out of that program and be done. The song we're listening to is called Cold. Evil Cathedral. Drop a like on that. Alley Cat, what's going on? Nice to see you back here. Everybody's got the cold. I heard something and I researched it, and so far I haven't been able to disprove it, that there are multiple countries and counties and regions across the world suing for a new genome on COVID, trying to get their health representatives to make, and medical practitioners and biomedical industry experts to make another genome for their country to rely upon for things like analyzing the vaccine and its effectiveness. Here's the thing, if you can't isolate the virus, you can't test its ability to work. And if they haven't actually isolated the virus, which rumor has it, multiple isolations have come back as influenza A and influenza B. Not any different than influenza A or B. So these isolations from those people were just sick with a cold, and somehow they were testing positive on PCR, but their sickness was not COVID, even though they had COVID in their body and it was spreading around, and the PCR was testing and then receiving a positive on, I don't know how many times they duplicate it, but they can duplicate it up to like 100 times to see if there's they just keep duplicating until they get to a certain amount of duplications and there's no sign. But if they duplicate it 40 times, 1 out of a trillion cells, 1 out of a trillion particles in the PCR test could have been COVID. So 1 out of a trillion, you could be very, very marginally infected. In fact, you could have like very, very much none in your body and be sick and be testing positive, and the sickness could actually be influenza A, because they're not doing a PCR test on everything in you. Oh, let's do a PCR test for influenza A, B, C. Let's see what everything is and see what looks like they're definitely sick from influenza A. They're not doing that. They're just going, and is it got COVID? Oh, it's got COVID, and it's been replicated 40 times. Must have COVID. That's a positive test to them. What the hell are they talking about? There we go. I got to stall out on this one. Go browse down like crazy. It looks like you got tons and tons of ads and pictures in your page. Never fun. Never fun. And it looks like it only goes back to April 2019. I think we've heard some of these tracks before. Acoustic version of Bury Your Soul. I don't know if that's another band's song or his. I actually don't know. It says him and one other collaborators, him and Wall, so maybe it's a Wall on this song. And then the vocals could just be up a little bit, but they're so great and they're so dynamic. They're definitely recorded correctly. You just pump them up in the mix a little bit. Take the distortion on the voice down a little bit. Just a little bit. My opinions. Don't have to take them serious. Jules on the beat, what's going on? Nice to see you here. Today we're listening to Evil Cathedral. This is Hope 1 interlude. Excuse me there. Yeah, nice relaxing day for me today. Slept in longer than I most usually do. Woke up sore from sleeping so hard. Not a fun feeling. My wife and I changed sides of the bed. I think that's kind of messing with me a little bit. Oh, I cracked my knees. Oh, there we go. This is cool. Orchestrated sounds. Interlude, right? Cinematic sounds, if you will. I usually do that with my MIDI guitar. And I've been considering bringing back the use of my MIDI guitar. I've been staying away from it for a little bit here, working on some regular old guitar and bass-based instruments. Instrumentals, I should say. Doing that Portal People thing, and I think I did the last one. I don't know, guys. I could do more. And I may at some point, but right now I've called it a Portal People hiatus. Hiatus. For the time being. But I've considered doing some more music that is, I'd say something sort of in that vein of, I'm thinking I'm trying to have something that's kind of between country and it's like if country was mixed with soul. Country was mixed with orchestra. Soul was mixed with, maybe I should say more like Western. Like a composition that you might hear in a Western movie mixed with soul and funk. A cinematic sort of groovy thing with odd instruments, synthetic instruments that replicate traditional instruments and synthetic instruments that come with a unique sound. That's the idea I'm kind of developing mentally. And what happens is I kind of work it out mentally, then I go to do it, and it comes out differently. But once I find a version of it that I like, that I'm happy with, I push to replicate it. So this is a track by Evil Cathedral. Hard to tell exactly what he's doing here, but and I've also looked, hey, who is this that he worked with? It says we're here today. This is Wallman Band. Wall_man_band. Previously featured on a Metal Monday. He's a great musician here on BandLab. Works with a lot of different guys on here. And this has that kind of alternative metal sound to it. It's got that kind of like synth in the background. Chords that are not played in the low registers, but in the higher registers of the guitar. Bass that's definitely in the lower register. And very heavy metal drum. You know, with that kind of sound to it. You hear the synth coming through and all the other instruments dropped away. That needed more. Survive. Then stop. Needed more time to ring out. This track is called Against the Wall. Username Evil Cathedral, all one word. EvilCathedral. vocals resonate as somewhere between an emo, thrash, grunge thing. Guitars are between metal and hardcore, with an orchestrated element to it, a cinematic kind of element happening. Very modern metal sound. This has got that grunge feel right here, though. Yeah, I like this artist. Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to have to spend a little time working on some of my settings to get this blog to kind of flow through the Ethernet quicker. Pariah wants to go on the list. I got to have a decent amount of tracks, otherwise I have to put you on a day where I do a compilation of artists. Open link a new window, and I really don't like trying to do requests in the middle of a song, middle of a blog. It sucks the life out of the blog, makes it kind of boring in my opinion. Sitting here trying to figure out how to get us the next song to play. Not that this is a very lively blog today, to say the least. Pretty Little Liar is the name of this song. These are definitely tracks I've heard before. Triple X Pariah. Your page is loading up. So what is the name of your new rock song? How would I find it? Just start clicking and playing every song. Go ahead and let me know here in the feed so I can put it on a list. I'm thinking it's this Breakaway, but I can't know for sure. Who is this one collaborating with? Wallman Band again. Breakaway, yeah. Okay. Putting it on the list. On the list. So yesterday I had my first smoking experience. Not weed. I quit that after 15, 16 years. Smoking meat, smoking ribs, short ribs, St. Louis style short ribs, using the 3-2-1 method. That's 3 hours of smoking while seasoned, 2 hours of smoking covered in foil, butter, and brown sugar, and then take it out of that, let it kind of get back on the smoker and cover it in a barbecue sauce and smoke it another hour. So 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. That's how you get the 3-2-1 name. And it came out pretty good. Only thing I could have adjusted on my process is every hour rotating it so that it cooked more evenly. It cooked really soft on one side and not quite as tender on the other. But I'll tell you what, I finished it up this morning, and I didn't mind that not so tender side the next day. It was damn good. Better than no ribs. Mediocre to medium quality ribs are better than no ribs. And I'll tell you, the stuff I get usually at like restaurants were as good as my not so good ribs. And my good ribs were better than most of the stuff I get at a restaurant. So have I had my dad's ribs since he recently has been smoking the last couple years? No, I haven't. So I'll have to do a couple of batches, and then when I'm over in Chelan, I'll have to use his smoker when he's not looking. Go over there one weekend, use his. One I got's probably, if you were to say, there's 3 tiers: new to smoking tier quality, getting into smoking more, and medium quality, and then professional level high quality smoker. My dad's is that medium to medium level smoker, then a more expensive one, so it's at the top level of that, and mine is the bottom rung of that getting into smoking level. It's a 29-inch barrel smoker with a container for the smoke and fire offset, that kind of comes in and goes out the pipe. And it's got a real short pipe. It's definitely usable, doable, workable smoker, but keeping it at temperature is takes a little bit more fire than that firebox can really handle. So I already started bubbling the paint off, and the paint shouldn't be bubbling at all. So I've considered just taking it, sanding it down, and putting some of that paint you see on motorcycle pipes, motorcycle exhaust pipes. That temperature stuff you can get at for $5 to $10 at any place. But he keeps his smoker over at his vacation house, which I can go to at any time I want. We've been going there since I was 9 years old. That's my house away from house on the other side of the state, and it's passing to me and my brother when they move on from this world. So that will eventually one day be our smoker. But I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, if it survives that long, who knows? My dad could live another 25 years and use that thing till it's done. But actually, when I get back working off my layoffs at Boeing, I will just invest in a nice smoker, because I enjoyed that quite rightly. And putting a few $100s down on a nice barbecue or smoker is definitely not something I would worry about when I've quit my hundreds of dollar habit of smoking marijuana. At this point, that's hundreds of dollars a month I'll be saving. And hey, Cricket Ladybug, what's going on? Nice to see you here. Don't always see you on the blog. Very cool. Very cool. I can dig it. That's Damned by Daylight by Evil Cathedral. Evil Cathedral is who we're featuring today, this Metal Monday. Good. Having myself some very delicious and almost gone now spiced apple cider. Spiced apple juice. Oh yeah, that's cool. If you're not familiar with Evil Cathedral, go ahead and head on over to his page. Check him out, drop some likes, do some listening. Might have missed something if you hadn't been here the whole time. But my computer is screaming for a restart. Everything's going half speed. This is cool. Featuring Dynamite Sky. This is kind of, I would say that his metal is a very commercially available sound. I would be straining to say it's poppy, but it's definitely something you might hear on the radio. He definitely needs a little bit more volume on some of his vocals and a little more clarity all around. But, you know, very stylistic. Very cool. Guys, the Seahawks. My old shirt here. It's really getting old, but Seahawks, they are in standing for the playoffs now. Guaranteed in the playoffs. Heck yeah. Solid win over the Los Angeles Rams last weekend. Solid smash. Excuse me, y'all. The seat is killing my back today. I basically sit on a plank while I do this show. My drum stool. Well, cool drums on this. We'll make the next song the last song. My two other kids will be coming home quite soon. Next song will be the last track. Die My Darling. Alright guys, I want to just say thank you for coming out, checking out the show. Pariah is on the list. If anybody else wants to be on the list, feel free to approach me at IdiotBurns. Username at IdiotBurns on BandLab, bandlab.com/IdiotBurns on a computer. Go ahead and feel free to reach out to me at, hey, can I be on the blog? If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hop on over to youtube.com/IdiotBurns and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications if you'd like to be part of a blog in the future. Right now it is 6:45 approximately over here. Alright guys, have a good night. Catch you on the flip side. Keep making music, keep rocking out, keep having fun on the BandLab. You guys all have a good evening, afternoon, evening, good morning, whatever it is where you are. Have a nice one.